being a kid who grew up just like 30 minutes down the road, what does it mean to have their support as you display your potential in front of NFL scouts?
Yeah, so important. I mean, they've been with me through it all, and I'm just really happy they're able to be here and see me perform one last time, and we'll see where it takes me.
How'd you do out there today, and what are you trying to show these teams?
I felt really good. I mean, I think I handled the pressure well and threw the ball really well, did all the testing well, and I feel really good. I mean, whatever happens now is what happens, and I'm happy that this is all out of the way, and I can just kind of relax and just go from there.
Ben, you never got invited to the combine or the Senior Bowl. Did you feel like
Yeah.
there was kind of more to prove today, and you wanted to prove some people wrong?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think I'm as good as any of these quarterbacks in the draft, and I think I proved that today, and I proved that with the season, and I'll be thankful for whatever opportunity I get in this process.
You took some big hits at the Las Vegas Bowl, also had the shoulder injury throughout the season.
Mm-hmm.
Are you back to 100% right now?
Yeah, fully back to 100%.
How has your collegiate career prepared you for, like you said, the pressure of these kind of days and what lies ahead for you?
Yeah, I've just dealt with so much adversity through my career and highs and lows, the unknown of I've transferred 3 times, and am I going to play? Am I not going to play? Is this really cut out for me? But I think I've just built up so much confidence in myself that I can do it. I've done it at every level now, and I'm just really excited for this next opportunity, and I know I can do it.
How much of what you did today do you think applies to football, or does it just show scouts that you were given a homework assignment to be good at this, and you were good at this? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I think some of it is kind of like what you said. Like, it's just kind of the combine. I don't think it tells you how good of a football player you are. But I think the biggest thing for me was getting out there and them seeing me throw balls live and seeing it come off my hand, and to receivers who are guys I played with, and so I think that was really the most important part.
And you mentioned the adversity you've been through several season-ending injuries. You've been in the portal a few times.
Mm-hmm.
I think that adversity has shaped the player you are today.
I think, like I said, it's just given me so much confidence that I can do it anywhere. I've had a lot of doubters and people who said I couldn't do it, and why are you doing this? Why are you making this decision? But I don't regret any of the decisions I made. I'm so happy I was able to come here to Northwestern and finish my career here, and I'm really thankful.
And could you take me back to when you decided to come to Evanston, come to Northwestern, kind of just how that process went, and today now, that past year, how has it shaped you as a player?
Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting process. I had a connection here with one of the coaches at Cincinnati, and he reached out and put my name in, and kind of went from there. And I met up with Coach Bajakian, who was the OC last year, and we kind of clicked. I kind of felt like I'd fit his offense really well. He kind of does what I do best. He's not going to make me run 30 times a game. He's going to let me sit in the pocket and throw. So I think that was just the most important thing, was having a good relationship with him, and obviously it's close to home, and I've always been a Northwestern fan, so it was definitely the right move for me.
So much is changing about college football and has changed in the last couple of years. There's this Supreme Court ruling a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Do you have, as somebody who's lived this for the last couple of years, do you have a sense of what direction it's going, or where it's going to end up?
I have no idea.
It's a big picture question.
I don't know.
Can you solve college football?
No, I have no idea. I mean, it's changing every day. It's something new on Twitter every day, but we'll just have to see, I guess.
Have there been any specific teams that have shown you a decent amount of interest throughout this process?
I don't know. I mean, I met with a decent amount of teams at the Hula Bowl, and I think a lot of teams kind of keep it under the radar. Like, you don't really hear much from them, but your agent kind of does all that work, and you don't really know till draft day. I mean, you could be a guy who's on every board that tells you you're an undrafted guy, but next thing you know, you're drafted in the 3rd round. So it's weird. So you don't really know till the day of.
And what was it like working with Tony this past offseason up in New Jersey?
Yeah, it was great. Tony's a really good quarterback coach. Trained some really talented NFL quarterbacks, and I think I got a lot better with him. I was in a really good group of guys, so we kind of fed off each other, competed, and learned from each other. So it was a really good experience.
Around the NFL last year, there were a lot of guys who weren't highly drafted who stepped in as backup quarterbacks. One thing they all had in common was they all played a lot of college football. Do you think that
Oh, 100%. I mean, the more ball you play, the more confident you are, the more ready you are. So I kind of it was cool to see that with the Brock Purdy, the Tommy DeVito, just seeing them succeed when they weren't a highly picked guy or anything like that. They just made the most of their opportunity, and that's what I plan on doing.
Transferring is the new normal in college football, especially for quarterbacks that
Mhm.
position. You know, most of the quarterbacks that come back and transferred at least once in
Mhm.
their career. So when you've been talking with teams like the Louisville when they're interviewing you, what types of questions do they ask you about transferring? Like, do you think I don't know, there used to be a stigma behind it. Do you think that still exists?
Yeah, I mean, I think they just want to know the reasoning for transferring. I mean, it's different for every person. I mean, I didn't go in the portal to chase money like a lot of guys do nowadays. I did it to find the right opportunity for me. If I didn't feel like it was the best at that particular place, I feel like I made the right decision to look elsewhere. And ultimately, like I said before, like I don't regret any decision I made. And I think when I explained to them my reasoning, they totally understood.
And you threw to Cam today once again. Obviously, he's in this process with you. What would be your pitch to NFL teams or Cam about why they should take him?
Cam's a baller. I mean, throw it in his direction and he'll make a play. I built up so much trust with him over the course of the season, and I'm just really excited for him. He's going to do great things at the next level.
How much easier does it make it like when you're throwing to guys you've thrown to for 6 months who are your former teammates?
No, a lot easier. I mean, I made sure that I got with those guys early when I came back about a week ago, and just built that chemistry back up. And I knew that it was going to be easy because I've thrown to those guys so much, and was really thankful for those guys to come out and help me out because I didn't really want to throw with guys that I had never thrown with, but I was just really thankful for those guys, and they got an opportunity to be in front of scouts too, so it was a win-win.
And did you make that decision to have two tight ends, two receivers, and a running back, or was that just the way the group formed?
I made that decision. I thought it was a good number for the amount of balls I wanted to throw, just so they all stayed fresh.
Couple more.
Coach Braun earlier, when you talked to him, described you as a warrior. Considering the year that you had, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think it just means that I earned the respect of the team, and that's all you can ask for coming in as a transfer. I came in mid-June, and not much time to prove yourself. It kind of happens on the field, and they see the type of player you are, the type of competitor, what you'll do for the team to win, and I'm happy that he thinks of me that way.
And how much of this process do you feel like is the on-field work and showing you can deliver the ball, but also off the field and showing that you understand the concepts of the game and showing scouts and that you can comprehend between the ears what's going on the field?
Yeah, I think that's really important as a quarterback because 90% of the game is mental. So at the Hula Bowl, in my interviews, sometimes they'd ask me to drop a play or talk about drop a 3rd and 7 play and tell me what your read is, tell me the protection, all that stuff. So I think that's definitely a big thing they look for because the NFL is the next step higher. Everyone's faster, running different schemes. So mentally, it's really important as a quarterback.
Ben, if you give your younger self, fresh out of high school, one piece of advice knowing what you know now, what would it be?
Don't ever give up, no matter the adversity you face. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Good luck.
Bryce Gallagher.
Bryce, you came to Northwestern obviously for an opportunity like today. What does this mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's everything. Just all glory be to God for putting me in this position that I'm at. Thank you to my family, my trainers, my teammates, my coaches. Just to be put in this position is an absolute blessing. It's something that I'm definitely not taking for granted, so I'm looking forward to it.
What were the emotions like? What's the pressure like? What's that feeling like?
Yeah, it's just like a game. There's obviously some pregame jitters, but once I ran my first 40, I just settled in and just tried to execute the plan that my trainer gave to me back home in Boston. So it was a good day, I think. So we'll see.
What was your preparation like back home in Boston?
Yeah, so I actually decided to train back home at a place I've been going to since I was in 8th grade with a guy named Bailey Taney and Bryant McDonough. And I was the only guy training for my pro day there, which I felt was really beneficial for me to kind of get that one-on-one attention and just being able to have that individualized focus on me each and every day. And I think it paid off, so we'll see when I get some times back.
Bryce, I'm having conversations with teams preliminarily and some scouts. What had they said about things that they valued you?
Yeah, I think just my leadership, my toughness. I didn't miss a lot of games in my career. from injury, and then honestly, being a two-time captain, just the leadership, the character. So I'm just looking to keep proving those guys right.
Bryce, as a Mike linebacker, how much mentally have these scouts and teams put on you just to see your knowledge of the game and how you can call a defense?
Yeah, I think we're just starting to kind of get into that process now. My main focus has been just mainly on pro day, but I'm looking forward to doing interviews with whoever wants to interview me from any organization. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Someone that's affiliated here, literally since the day you got here, what's your career kind of been like coming up to a moment like this where you've been through a lot?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of ups and downs, obviously, but it taught me so much, and the relationships that I made here are ones that I'll never forget. And I was just blessed to be a part of this team, and they're in great hands going forward with Coach Braun, and those guys in the locker room are going to do great things next year.
I know Coach Bryant lived in here for a year, but what did you learn from him specifically as the year kind of went on last year?
Just to stick together. I mean, he came in from the day everything kind of went down in the summer and just took us all under his wing. And there wasn't a guy in that locker room that didn't want him to be our head coach. And for him to get promoted in the middle of the season, we were all ecstatic. And I know those guys are ready to go to a war for him every single day next year on Saturdays. Yeah.
Bryce, you had Coach McGargle as your position coach your entire time here. Now as a defensive coordinator, what do you think prepares him, and what do you think he brings to that new role as that play caller?
Yeah, no one deserves that job more. I mean, the hours he puts in here, the care he shows to us as both people and players, and then just his schemes and his knowledge for football are unmatched. Honestly, I haven't come across anything like that in my time playing football. So for him to be promoted, it's just a great thing to see his hard work pay off. And I know that defense is going to be a top 10 defense next year. I'm calling it right now. So.
Bryce, Coach Braun kind of talked about the recruiting process, and obviously it's a lot harder to get those 4 or 5-star level recruits. You've been here for a while. What would be your pitch to kind of recruits about why Northwestern?
First and foremost, I think the degree that's unmatched to go to such a great academic institution, and then be able to play in the Big Ten, obviously with the expansion now, teams all over the country, and then play for a guy like Coach Braun and Coach McGargle is something that I would never pass up, and I hope those guys consider that into their consideration.
How different are you a player now than you were from when I stepped on campus at 19?
Oh, a completely different player. So I came in, I was more of like an outside Sam linebacker, and after my first year, they told me they were going to move me into Mike, and I sat behind Patty Fisher for 2 years, I think it was, and all credit to him. I mean, I learned everything I know from that guy. I'm just sitting in watching film with him and my brother Blake and Chris Berg, and they would sit in the front, I would sit right behind them. And even when I didn't know a whole lot going on, I would just have my notebook out, just taking notes of what those guys were studying, what their week-to-week preparation looked like, and then just to see Patty's leadership. Obviously, he was a 2-time captain too. So to be able to do that and follow in his footsteps, I mean, I can't thank that guy enough. He actually texted me this morning, so that was pretty cool to hear from him, and just a lot of thanks to him.
Your brother having gone through this process before he was here today, what has he kind of told you about gearing up for the next level and making an NFL roster for you today?
Yeah, it was cool today. I mean, I had him out there kind of warming me up just to keep me calm. I was pretty nervous yesterday, but then we picked him up from the airport, and as soon as he got in the car, my nerves kind of went away, just having him there with me by my side through this whole thing. I mean, that's kind of been our whole life, so it just felt really comfortable. And he just told me to be yourself today. Just go out, trust that the process you've been doing the past 10 weeks, and then once you get your foot in the building, just do everything you can to make a team.
Bryce, you mentioned how you went through a lot of ups and downs during your career here. What are some of the biggest lessons you've learned at Northwestern?
No matter what happens, no matter what you go through, just keep going. Just don't let anything bring you down. Don't let any trials or tribulations hold you down. Just put the faith in God and just trust that He's got a plan for you, and just follow that and just keep going no matter what happens.
Bryce, not the combine, not at the Senior Bowl. How much pressure did you feel there was added pressure today to show out to these scouts to show what you could do?
Yeah, I think I just wanted to go out and show them that I might be a little more athletic than what I've put on tape the past couple of years. So to be able to go out today and kind of hopefully demonstrate that to them, that I might be able to move a little bit better than they've seen on tape. And that the major thing I just want them to know is that I'm a coachable guy. So as soon as I get into a building, I'm going to do whatever the coach asks of me, and special teams, whatever it takes to stick around, I'm willing to do and put my absolute 110% into. So I'm looking forward to it.
Was that part of the training to maybe show off some of that athleticism you had built on tape? Did you work on that specifically in some of these combine type testing?
Yeah, so that was basically why the reason I chose to just train at home with my trainer that kind of knew me. And like I said, it was that kind of individualized approach. So I'd run with him, and then when I was lifting, actually, there was a couple NFL guys, Joe Gaziano, former Northwestern guy was in there. So just being able to talk to him and having his mentorship and some of the other NFL guys that were in training there in the offseason, it was great to be with them each and every day.
Bryce, obviously being out there with Ben, Cam, guys that came into the program this year, kind of took on big leadership roles. Could you just talk about them over the past year and kind of if you had to pitch into an NFL team, like who are those guys?
Yeah, I mean, both those guys are tremendous leaders, and they came in, and you saw it this past fall. They made an immediate impact on our team, and they just came in and they showed us they were willing to work. And honestly, they showed. I don't even think they were on campus for 2 weeks when everything kind of went down. So for them to stick through that and stay together, that just showed the guys on this team that they're willing to go to war with us, and eventually we were able to do that. And those guys, I mean, Ben's an absolute great quarterback. I'm really looking forward to what he's going to do. And then Cam's a great receiver too. So I think those guys are both tremendous football players, but most importantly, they're tremendous guys. And those are guys you want on your team. Those are teammates you want to have in your locker room.
Is there a specific moment from your time at Northwestern that stands out as kind of the best one or the top one?
It was one of the last ones. Two, actually, from the Las Vegas Bowl, that 4th down stop. I mean, that feeling after that was just something that was unmatched. I got up immediately, looked over to the sideline. I just saw Coach Brown going nuts. Coach McGargle was going crazy. And just being able to do that for my team and make a play like that in that moment was absolutely phenomenal. And then being able to dump the Gatorade on Coach Brown at the end of the game, and then my first time seeing Coach McGargle after that, because he told me they were gonna send me out a winner, and that's the first thing he said was, "I told you we were gonna send you out on top." So that was a really special moment. Of course, thank you guys.
It was definitely special. I mean, coming in, I was super nervous, but I was also just a feeling of gratitude was just sort of what I felt a lot of. Growing up, this is the kind of moments you sort of dream of, is getting to do your pro days. Getting to go out there and perform in front of a bunch of scouts is what I set out to do whenever I first started playing football. And so to see it finally come to fruition was something that was extremely special, and I'll cherish the rest of my life. I felt doing great. I was super nervous for the first couple tests. Adrenaline was high, but seeing some of the guys on the sideline sort of give their preliminary times and things like that definitely hyped me up a little bit more, and it made me feel a little bit more at ease because I saw that I was hitting right where I wanted to be. So.
And you've had a lot of tests, a lot of stops along the way. How has each step of your journey really prepared you and made you the player you are today?
I think that every one's presented me with different challenges and sort of taught me different lessons. I think early on at Vanderbilt, getting to play early, getting to be one of the guys, it sort of taught me just the importance of preparation, the importance of being a professional in the workplace environment. And then going to Arizona State, obviously not having the year I wanted, I think that was really important for me to sort of just learn resiliency, learn that in this game nothing's given to you and I'm going to have to work for everything I've got. And so I really took that attitude coming in Northwestern. And so I got to see more of a leadership role, just a lot of older guy, sort of show the young guys how you're supposed to practice, give them some of the lessons I've learned. And so I think everyone's been really good for me.
Cam, you mentioned kind of the stops in the way, but the past year at Northwestern, what do you feel like it's given you when you're trying to talk to these pro teams and try to take it to the next level?
I think first and foremost, they gave me the ability to just be myself on and off the field. They gave me the confidence that I had sort of lost when I was at ASU. And so coming back now, I'm able to know that I put my best foot forward on tape. I'm confident in who I am off the field. And so now I'm able to just go show these teams, like, this is who Cam Johnson is. You saw the tape. Now you're getting to meet the real me. And so for me, this has just been a special place. Definitely hold Northwestern dear to my heart, all my teammates, and just super grateful that I got the opportunity to be here for my last year of college football.
What did it mean to have some football teammates here cheer you guys on? What does that say just about the kind of guys they have in this program?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, I think that's something that I've known since day one, is just how tight, how close-knit this community was, this team was. From the moment I got here, they sort of took me in like I had been here for 5-6 years. And so to see all the guys today was definitely special. And it was something that just sort of shows everybody on the outside, and especially me, how close this team really is and the brotherhood that we have.
And you coordinate with Ben leading up to today. What was it like to, be able to have your quarterback also going through the same process?
Yeah, that was really big. I think that's something that you don't really get, not everybody gets every year. But for us, we hadn't been together since the Vegas Bowl. I mean, that was the last time I saw him. And so he came in about a week early. We started throwing a lot. And it was just like riding a bike. I mean, we put so much time and effort throughout the season, throughout last offseason, that it took a day where we were maybe a little bit rusty, but by the next day we were hitting on all cylinders again. So, yeah.
Cam, what was your preparation like for Pro Day, and how did it get you ready for what you did out there today?
Yeah, I think I just want to give a big shout out to Tommy and TC Boost. They're up in Northbrook. That's where I trained at. I was here the whole time. I was able to come and lift here with them, able to use the facility. So I was able to sort of know what it was going to feel like on Pro Day this whole time. I think that we focused a lot early on my 40 starts. That was something that I really had to focus on. And I think that it showed today. I had a really good start, I felt like. And just throughout the process, it's been a grind. I mean, this is definitely a lot different type of training than you do when you're working on stuff for the season and things like that. So I'm definitely happy to get back to regular receiver route running, working on my skills, and just having a lift.
What does it say about that you guys can come back after basically 2 months apart and have you're ready to fight again?
Yeah, I think it just goes to show we saw all through the season that Ben's an amazing quarterback. He's super detailed. He's going to put the ball right where it's supposed to be every time that he throws the ball. And it's just up to you to go make the play. And so he makes it easy on me. He likes to say that it's me a lot of times, but it's definitely him. He makes it so easy just putting the ball where it needs to be. And I think he's going to have a successful career wherever he goes, and he's going to go do great things.
What do you think? Thank you.
Of course.